We both trotted along the deserted road. Classmate Nina held my hand and looked back, her smile was as dazzling as the beautiful blue sky. Congratulations on your admission, Rapi-kun. We're in the same class, so we should root for each other. Although she is very similar to Miss Ina. But she really isn't Miss Ina. Although she has a stable personality, he is also as carefree as a child. Unconsciously, I, who had a worried expression on my face, was moved by the kind-hearted girl in front of me and broke into a smile. In the large and peaceful park, we held a small entrance party. After that, the bells of the temple tower rang about twice, and then many students appeared from the teaching building, and the bustle of singing and dancing surrounded the university level. It's noon when everyone is hungry. Growing students can't wait to satisfy their appetite. It's so delicious. That's right. Among all the snack bars, this is the one I recommend the most. Under the umbrella, Nina, who ordered the same dish, put the noodles in her mouth with a happy face. We are now located in the tall temple tower, with the student cafeteria built in the middle. There is also seating on the balcony which extends well. Besides us there are also many students sitting here, which is very lively. Student-run stores charge a fee, but student cafeterias run directly by school district employees or gods are basically free. Among them, Chinkong Cafeteria is the most popular and it is difficult to enter even if there are no classes. We are very lucky today. It's hard to believe there is no charge for such a delicious meal. After asking around, I discovered that only this Chinkong canteen is prepared by the school district gods. There are only 50 lunch portions available on a first-come, first-served basis. I don't know if it was an illusion, but Nina's voice sitting on the other side of the table seemed to have gotten louder. Does she like to eat? I smiled bitterly as I finished my noodles. In fact, we already had fries, so we didn't order much. This Clear Sky Cafeteria is the last major facility on the academy floor. I want to introduce you all before lunch, so I'm in a hurry, okay? Well, that's a big help. Thank you very much. Looking from the balcony, the horizontally open view can cover the entire college level. It really is a stunning view. The wind blowing is a little cool, but it is also quite comfortable. Including this Chinkong canteen, it was truly a happy tour around the campus. After expressing my sincere thanks, Nina-san, who was smiling the entire time, continued to look at me. Then, she raised her index finger. Just call me Nina. I'm also calling you Rapi-kun. We're classmates in the same class. She suggested it. Perhaps she has always cared about this matter. I was shocked to hear this. In the atmosphere of the school district, the campus, I couldn't help but blurt out the thoughts in my mind. But Nina-san came to the school district before me. It's very difficult for older seniors. At this point, his always smiling face became a little sharp. Rapi-kun, how old are you? Age. 14 years old. I'm 13. When she saw me getting up and shouting, she, who said she was younger, this time actually raised her eyebrows. Rapi-kun had the same reaction. Forget it, I just look older anyway. I must say that the face similar to Ina-san also confused me, or maybe what? Maybe it was because someone had mistaken her age before, so she closed her eyes angrily and looked away. It's really not like that. I didn't think of anything strange. I was just surprised. How should I say it? Because you don't look like a child at all. You're much more mature than me and you're also very beautiful. I was thinking about how to calm her down, so I blushed and said all my inner thoughts, and then said, yes. She opened her eyes and looked at me. Then she narrowed her eyes like a child who likes to play pranks and showed the same cheerful smile as before. Then I forgive you. So, try just calling me Nina. Don't use honorifics. A pleasant itching sensation escaped the corner of my mouth and I couldn't help but scratch my cheek. Although it is now a coffee shop, the Clear Sky Cafeteria appeared to have once been a lounge in the central tower. The students didn't leave even after finishing their meals, and everyone was chatting excitedly. The same applies to us. After putting away the cutlery, we sit under the umbrella and chat casually. Rapi. What you say next might be a little intrusive. Have you completed course registration? Just choose to be in the school district. Speaking of which, Professor Leon seemed to have said this. I took off the backpack that was stuck between my back and the chair. Looking inside, there are guides, several books, quills, and other note-taking utensils, as well as a parchment stamped with the ink seal, School District. This must be what Nina was referring to. I removed the wax paint and unfolded it. All the teaching subjects were densely written on it. These are all school district courses. To be more precise, they are subjects. There are also courses that you cannot take in the first year. She made a noise and placed it on the table. Then Nina pointed with her finger and began to explain. The courses are divided into two categories: mandatory subjects and elective subjects. Arts and field investigation. There are also combat missions and similar. Internship courses including field investigation are now replaced by special internships, so you don't need to think about it. The problem is the elective courses, said Nina. Combat techniques is a compulsory subject with a large proportion of practical skills and internships, but even so, you must complete 6 electives to get enough credits or a subject you think you will be good at. By the way, what happens if you don't have enough credits? You probably won't be able to graduate. The worst case scenario is that you drop out of school. However, I've never seen anyone come specifically to the school district and not go to class. In other words, you must at least attend classes well, otherwise you won't just have to worry about being suspected of being a student. Although I don't know how long I can stay in the school district, since I will earn something, I naturally want to study hard and choose courses carefully. The ones I can choose now are Magic, Song, Magic Development, Elfology, Fusion, Alchemy, Mixture, Cooking, Occult Medicine, and Forging. Learn Monster Training Technique, Race History, Ancient History, Modern History, Age of God Theory, Terminal Confrontation Theory, Common Linguistics, Elf Language, Language of the Dwarves, and various other types of language. In addition to Stage Studies, Performance Studies, Musicology, Poetics, Fencing, Lanka, and Heroes. Techniques, Axe Techniques, Combat Techniques, Staff Techniques, Comprehensive Combat, how many there are. I looked at the parchment I was holding in my hands and immediately had stars in my eyes. What should I choose? It's not good to think too much about the exam. Is it okay to choose subjects you're interested in? Yes, you are interested. This comprehensive theology is. It's a matter related to God. You can learn the meaning of the holy letters and how to read them. Really? Then try to learn this. I don't highly recommend this course. They say the pass rate is less than 10%, and there are even fewer people who can actually decipher sacred texts. Although Nina was there to give me advice, I was still thinking and worried. In short, I should choose the History of Heroes course from the list first, and then I should be fine with martial arts related courses. Is it safer to choose it? But now that I want to hide my identity, I should try to minimize the chance of exposing the skill value information. What should I do? I don't have a clear goal, I just vaguely want to study in the school district. Is it time for this kind of thinking to be rewarded? I held my head that was about to smoke, and at this moment. Rapi-kun. Can you lend it to me? Nina took the parchment and quill from my hand. Rapi-kun, have you decided on the weapon you want to use when you become an adventurer? A dagger, right? Well, probably not. Then you can choose Ancient History and Modern History. Mr. Adler, who teaches these two subjects, often reviews the contents of previous courses as a review. so even if you haven't heard it from the beginning, it's easy to update it. On the other hand, Age of Gods theory requires prior knowledge to understand, so it's better not to choose it. I recommend it if you have an aptitude for magic. I choose Sing, but that's up to Lapi-kun. If you still have the energy to choose a language class, I can help with Elf language.